In the small village of Ukeli, a couple named Ada and Chuka struggled financially. They toiled day and night on their small farm, growing just enough crops to feed themselves and sell a little at the local market. Despite their hard work, their income was meager and barely covered their basic needs. Every month was a challenge, as they often found themselves choosing between buying foods or other necessities. Their humble home had a leaky roof and they couldn't afford to repair it, forcing them to live in discomfort, especially during the rainy season. The couple's dreams of a better life seemed distant as they grappled with mounting debts and the constant stress of financial insecurity. One day, as Ada was working on their farm, a car stopped nearby. Ada, not paying much attention, continued her work. A handsome man, Chifikena, stepped out of the car and approached her. "You are truly beautiful and hardworking," he complimented her. Ada, feeling uneasy, simply thanked him and continued her work. That evening, she went home and mentioned the encounter to Chuka, her husband, who shrugged it off as a harmless compliment. However, a few weeks later, Chifikena returned. This time, he handed Ada a briefcase and said, "You deserve more," before leaving. Ada was left standing there stunned and confused. She was initially frightened, worried that the briefcase might contain something dangerous. When she cautiously opened it and saw the money inside, she quickly closed it to prevent anyone else from seeing. Ada ran home, her heart pounding. She found Chuka and tried to explain her first encounter with Chifikena and how they had given her the briefcase. Chuka's face twisted with anger. "So now you're cheating, just because he complimented you before you accepted money from him." "Ada, so you are cheating on me," he shouted. "Is this because he has money that you want to leave me?" As Chuka lashed out, Ada tried to calm him down. She raised the briefcase to show him its contents, but the latch gave way and money spilled onto the floor. Chuka's eye widened in shock. "Who did you say gave you this briefcase?" he asked, his voice trembling. "Chifikena," Ada replied softly. Without another word, Chuka bolted out of the house, heading straight for Chifikena's mansion. Fearful that Chuka might do something reckless, Ada followed him closely. When they arrived at Chifikena's house, they were ushered into his sitting room. Chuka immediately knelt down, thanking the chief profusely. "Thank you, sir. God bless you. You are God sent. Thank you." He was overwhelmed with gratitude. "Anything, sir, whatever it is, just name it. I will do it." "No," he rephrased. "We will do it. Anything, sir." Chuka signaled Ada to kneel as well. Reluctantly, she followed suit. Chifikena, smiling, invited them to join him for a meal. After hosting them and sharing food, Chifikena brought up Chuka's earlier promise. "You mentioned doing anything for me. Are you sure you can and will keep your promise?" Chifikena asked with a grin. "Yes, sir," Chuka replied eagerly. Chifikena nodded. "Okay." Chuka and Ada returned home that night, Chuka brimming with happiness, while Ada remained uneasy. The next day, they used the money to pay off all their debts and repair the leaking roof. Chuka was ecstatic, but Ada couldn't shake her discomfort. In the evening, Ada expressed her concern. "I don't trust Chief Ikenna. How can someone just give away such an amount of money?" Chuka brushed off her worries. "It's nothing. God used him to bless us. Just focus on the life God has blessed us with." Despite Ada's misgivings, Chuka's behavior changed. He began squandering the money on expensive clothes and jewelry. He stopped going to the farm altogether. One evening, Ada confronted him. "All these unnecessary expenses you're making will cost us one day. Since we received this money, we haven't saved or done anything sensible with it. We are just wasting it." "Relax," Chuka said. We live once. Let me enjoy myself. Won't you come and join me? Ada, feeling more uncomfortable than ever, left the sitting room and went to their room, her heart heavy with worry. Chuka continued with his extravagant lifestyle, while Ada took a different approach. She collected some of the money and opened a store in the market, where she sold foodstuffs. Months later, the money Chuka had been spending so freely was gone. One day, sitting in their room, Chuka muttered to himself, "Chai, so money can finish this fast. When I had it, it felt like it would never end." Chuka tried to pretend that he still had money, but Ada noticed his behavior had changed. He was at home more often in the evenings, which was unusual for him. Occasionally, he would go to the farm, but his presence at home raised Ada's suspicions. One evening, Ada asked him, "Is everything okay? You seem different." "Yes, all is well," Chuka replied, but his voice lacked conviction. A few days later, Chuka finally came clean to Ada. "I've run out of money. It's been weeks now." Ada wasn't surprised. She had anticipated this outcome. "I knew it would happen someday," she said calmly. "Why don't we both work at the shop together? When there's farm work, one of us can go and the other can stay at the shop." "No," Chuka replied immediately. "I don't want that." Ada looked at him with concern. "Why not? We need to be practical about this. We can't rely on hands out forever. We need to build something sustainable." Chuka sighed, feeling ashamed. I don't know. I feel like I've failed us." Ada took his hand gently. "We still have each other, and we can walk through this together. Let's find a way to make things better." Though reluctant, Chuka nodded, understanding that they needed a new plan. Both Chuka and Ada started going to the shop together as they had planned. But it wasn't easy for Chuka. People in the market made fun of him, mocking him for once having money but now having nothing. The constant ridicule became too much for him to bear. "I can't continue coming to the shop," Chuka told Ada one evening. "The embarrassment is too much." Ada understood and suggested, "Why don't you try finding some menial jobs?" Chuka refused, so she proposed another idea, then focus on the farm work. Chuka agreed, but the ridicule didn't stop. One day, while he was working on the farm, some villagers started mocking him again. That morning, after finishing his work, he went home feeling deeply troubled. He realized he couldn't continue living like this and decided to visit Chief Ikenna without telling Ada. In the afternoon, Chuka made his way to Chief Ikenna's house. Sitting in the chief's grand living room, he nervously said, "Chief, I need a job, please. Any job at all. I'm willing to do any job." Chief Ikenna looked at him thoughtfully. Okay. I came back to the village to open a branch of my company. We've just finished building it and we are now hiring staff." Chuka listened attentively, hope flickering in his eyes. Chief Ikenna continued, "I still have the position of managing director, unoccupied." Immediately, Chuka knelt down, pleading, "Sir, please give me this position. You will never regret it." Chief Ikenna nodded slowly. "The position comes with a well-furnished duplex, a car and a hefty salary." Chuka's heart soared with happiness. But then Chief Ikenna cut in. "Only if you can fulfill your promise." Chuka, confused, asked, "What promise, sir?" Chief Ikenna leaned forward, a slight grin on his face. "Your wife." Chuka's face fell, not fully understanding. "What about my wife?" "I want to live with your wife if you agree. The job and more are yours," Chief Ikenna said bluntly. Chuka was shocked. "Sir, my wife? No, sir, not my wife. Anything else but not my wife." Chief Ikenna's expression darkened. "Get out of my house. You have 1 week to decide. You are not serious. You think I pluck money from trees?" he muttered under his breath. Feeling humiliated and desperate, Chuka left the house, his mind racing with fear and uncertainty about the decision he has to make. When Chuka got home, He didn't tell Ada anything about his encounter with Chief Ikenna. For 2 days, he wrestled with the idea in his heart, mapping out plans on how to convince his wife. On the 3rd day, he decided to act. In the evening, Chuka cooked, cleaned, and did everything Ada was supposed to do after coming back from the shop. When she got back from the shop, Ada was surprised by his unusual behavior. He even served her food. As they ate, Chuka broached the subject. Ada, I need to talk to you about something important. Ada looked at him, curious. What is it? Chuka hesitated, then said, Chief Ikenna offered a job, a great opportunity, but there is a condition. Ada's curiosity turned to concern. What condition? Chuka took a deep breath. He wants you to sleep with him, just once. Think about the benefits. The job, the house, the car, this could change our lives. Ada was shocked. Never. How could you think of that? I've never lived with anyone except you, and now you want me to sleep with Chief Ikenna just because of material things? She couldn't even finish her sentence. Feeling disgusted, she got up and went to the room, tears in her eyes. For the next 2 days, Chuka kept trying to convince Ada. This is our last chance, Ada. You are my wife. Can't you help me? Can't you help us? This is a great opportunity. I'm the one asking you to do it. Just for me, for us, just one time. And all of this will be ours. Ada still refused, but Chuka persisted. Please, Ada, I have only 7 days and today is the 5th day. If we miss this opportunity, it may never come again. I've tried my best to. Our future is in your hands now. On the 6th day, Ada was at her shop feeling conflicted. How do I do this? I don't want to be the reason of our problems. God, how do I go about this? She whispered to herself. In the evening, when she got home, Ada called her husband. I reluctantly agreed. I'll do it, but just once and only once. Chuka was overjoyed. The next morning, the first thing Chuka did was to go to Chief Ikenna's house. He had to wait a few hours because Chief Ikenna went to church as it was a Sunday. When Chief Ikenna returned, Chuka told him Ada had agreed. Chief Ikenna smiled. That's good. You people are smart. He handed Chuka a hotel address and his phone number and told him to give it to his wife. Chuka took the address and number, feeling a mix of relief and guilt. He knew the cost of this decision and hoped it would be worth the price. When Chuka got home, he handed the number and address to Ada. Later in the evening, she called Chief Ikenna, who gave her a room number at the hotel. As she prepared to go, Ada was filled with doubt and apprehension. Please, Ada, just this once, Chuka pleaded. Reluctantly, Ada went to meet Chief Ikenna. After they were through, Chief Ikenna commented, Ada, so this is what your husband is enjoying alone. You are very sweet. Feeling deeply uncomfortable, Ada quickly got dressed. As she was about to leave, Chief Ikenna handed her a file. When Ada got home, she broke down in tears in her husband's arms. Chuka consoled her, bathing her, feeding her, and putting her to sleep. Once Ada was asleep, Chuka opened the file she had brought home. Curious about its contents, to his delight, inside was a letter appointing him as the managing director of the company. The file also contained keys to a new house and a check for wardrobe allowances. The letter stated that he was to start work in 1 week. The next morning, when Ada woke up, Chuka shared the good news with her. Though she was not truly happy, Ada faked a smile for her husband's sake. Chuka, beaming with excitement, told her, Get ready, tomorrow we are going to our new house. Ada nodded, masking her inner turmoil as she prepared for the move, her mind heavy with the cost of their newfound fortune. When they arrived at their new home, Chuka was ecstatic. The house was beautiful and gorgeous, and he couldn't contain his excitement. Let my enemies come and see I have arrived, he declared. Later in the day, they went shopping for new clothes, groceries, and everything they needed to be comfortable in the house. Throughout it all, Ada was never happy. though Chuka didn't notice. He was too focused on his new lifestyle to see her discomfort. Ada continued going to her shop at the market, but Chuka suggested she gift the shop to someone else. Ada agreed and gave the shop to her best friend, whom she confided in about everything except what had happened with Chief Ikenna and how Chuka had pressured her into agreeing. Her friend was thrilled for her. Ada, you are very lucky. See, now all your hard work has paid off. I tap from your blessings, her friend exclaimed. Ada, with a serious face, replied, not everything you see is worth tapping. Her friend, not understanding, laughed it out. This one I will tap from. You people have been suffering and now God has blessed you. If you weren't my friend, I would have said you an enemy of progress. But you're my friend, or let that slide. They both laughed, but Ada's laughter was hollow. A month later, Chuka opened a big supermarket for Ada because she didn't want to stay at home all the time. Even though she oversaw the laborers on their farmland, she needed something more to do. They bought more land close to their farm and expanded it, creating a massive farmland and job opportunities for the villagers. It was Ada's idea, and it brought some solace to her troubled heart. Chuka, meanwhile, was living a life of luxury. He had a good job that paid well, and he had all that he needed. He was thoroughly enjoying himself. Despite their newfound wealth, Ada remained the same humble and hardworking woman she had been. Inside, however, she grappled with the heavy cost of their prosperity, a burden she bore in silence. 6 months later, Chief Ikenna called Chuka to his house. When Chuka arrived, Chief Ikenna greeted him with a stern expression. Chuka, I want to give your job to someone else. You haven't been concentrating on your work of late. Chuka's heart sank. Sir, no, please don't give the job to someone else. I will do more and focus on my job. I promise. Chief Ikenna shook his head. No, Chuka, I can't afford to lose in my company because of your carelessness. Desperation gripped Chuka, and with tears in his eyes, he begged, Sir, please, what can I do to rectify my mistakes? Chief Ikenna's eye glinted with a cruel satisfaction. Now you are talking. Your wife. Chuka was shocked once again. Sir, why? Chief Ikenna stood up angrily. You are fired. Return my house keys and don't ever come to my house again. Panicking, Chuka said, okay, I accept your condition, just please. Chief Ikenna cut him off, pointing to the door. Get out of my house. You know what to do. Chuka left, his mind racing with fear and guilt. He knew that begging Ada was not going to work, so he devised a plan. The next day, being Monday, he didn't go to work early. As Ada was preparing for her day, he approached her with a serious voice. Ada, I need you to call Chief and ask him where you will meet him. Surprised, Ada asked why. Chuka's tone turned harsh. Who are you to ask that question? Do as I say. Still not understanding, Ada replied, okay, I'll call him when I get to the shop, and continued getting ready to leave for the store. Chuka grabbed her arm. Call him now. Ada was taken aback. Chuka had never behaved like this before. Is all well? She asked, worried. Chuka shouted, call him, I said. Fearful and confused, Ada dialed Chief Ikenna's number. Chief told her to meet him at the hotel. When she hung up, she looked at Chuka with a pained expression. Is this what all of this is about? Count me out. Chuka, in a fit of rage, slapped her. If you don't go to Chief now, you might as well pack your things and leave. We are done. He left her and went inside. Ada sat there crying her heart out. Feeling utterly broken, she eventually left the house and went to the hotel. She didn't return home that night. Chuka called her phone several times, but she didn't pick up. The next morning, Ada finally went home, but Chuka had already left for work. Chief Ikenna complimented Chuka for a job well done and added his salary. Ada freshened up and went to her shop. Throughout the day, she wasn't herself. When she got home in the night, Chuka was already there, and she saw a note on the table in the sitting room. It read, "I'm sorry," with a gift box beside it. She opened it to find the car key inside. Despite everything, the gift made her smile. Chuka came out from the back, kneeling with flowers in her hand. Ada moved by the gesture, hugged him, and they reconciled. They continued living together, trying to move past the pain. After a year, Chief Ikenna came up with another strategy. He demanded that Ada visit him every weekend. Chuka, unwilling to forfeit his luxurious lifestyle, pleaded with his wife to comply. Ada, feeling defeated, didn't say anything. She went to her shop, sad and unhappy. That day, her friend Uloma visited. Noticing Ada's distress, she asked, "What's wrong, Ada?" Ada confided in her friend, explaining everything that had happened with the money and Chief Ikenna. Uloma was shocked and pained. "So it's true," she said. "No wonder he had the guts to do that," she said to herself. Uloma took a deep breath and said, "Ada, my friend, I need to tell you something. Please just calm down and listen." "Okay," Ada replied, curiosity and concern in her eyes. Uloma continued, "Chief Ikenna has been manipulating you both. He thrives on your despair and desperation. But there is something you should know. There are ways to stand up to him without losing everything." Ada listened intently, desperate for any advice or solution. Uloma continued, "You need to document everything that has happened. Gather any evidence you can, including messages and recordings if possible. And we need to find someone in authority who can help. Someone outside Chief Ikenna's influence." Ada nodded slowly, considering Uloma's words. "But what if Chuka doesn't agree? He's too dependent on Chief now," asked Ada. Uloma placed a reassuring hand on Ada's shoulder. "We will handle that together. Don't tell Chuka about this. But first, we need to protect you. Let's start with gathering evidence and then plan our next steps carefully." With newfound resolve, Ada decided to take action. Ada then asked Uloma, "This plan you gave me sounds like something you've been planning for a while." Uloma, trying to dodge the question, said, "No, it's just that I want to help you." Ada, knowing her friend well, insisted, "Please tell me what's going on." Finally, Uloma gave in and shared what she knows about Chuka. "I found out your husband had been cheating on you." Ada was shocked. "How did you know?" Uloma explained. "You know that salon close to the shop?" Ada nodded. "Yes." Uloma continued, "I was getting my hair done there when I overheard a conversation between two girls. One of them was pregnant and talking about how much her lover cared for her. She said he was using his wife to secure a future for them, and that soon they would relocate abroad, leaving his wife behind. He had already rented a 2-bedroom apartment for her, and he visited every day. Then her friend asked her, 'What's the wife's name?' Ada listened intently as Uloma continued. 'When I heard your name, I couldn't believe it. The friend asked, "Do you mean Ada, Chuka's wife?" And the pregnant girl confirmed it. I was stunned. I didn't want to believe it, but I knew I had to tell you. But then I reconsidered. Now you've known. That's why I gave you that plan." Ada's eyes filled with tears. "So Chuka, he's been planning to leave me after all he's made me do, after all he's put me through." Uloma nodded, her own eyes welling up. "I'm so sorry, Ada. I just wanted to help you because I knew you deserved to know the truth." Ada took a deep breath, her resolve hardening. "Thank you, Uloma. I don't know what I would have done without you." "You need to gather the evidence and confront Chief Ikenna," said Uloma. "And I need to face Chuka too. This can't continue," Ada said with pain in her eyes. Uloma hugged her friend tightly. "You will get through this. You are not alone." With a clearer understanding of the betrayal and manipulation around her, Ada felt a mix of pain and determination. When Ada went home that day, she didn't confront her husband. Instead, she told him that she was ready to see Chief Ikenna. Chuka thanked her, saying, "You are my life." He was surprised at first, but shook it off. The next day, Ada went to meet Chief at their usual place. She told Chief she had a condition. Chief asked what it was, and Ada told him he would have to pay her every time she visited. He agreed, and they met every weekend for more than 7 months. During this time, Ada got pregnant with Chief's child. When she found out she was pregnant, she decided it was time to make her move. She told Chuka she was going to visit her family in the neighboring village. He agreed and told her to come back before the weekend because of Chief. She agreed and went to visit her family. During the weekend, she didn't come back. Chuka called her, but her number wasn't reachable. On Saturday afternoon, Chief called Chuka and told him if he didn't see Ada on Sunday morning, he shouldn't bother coming to the office on Monday. Chuka was scared and didn't want to lose his job, so he drove to Ada's family village. He was shocked to learn that Ada hadn't come to their house. Chuka went back home confused and drunk himself into a stupor. On Monday morning, he received a mail. When he read it, he found that he was fired and was asked to leave the house and everything in it within 24 hours. He left the house and went to his girlfriend's place. She was surprised to see him, but received him. After staying there for a few days, his girlfriend found out he had been fired and threw him out. Chuka was surprised and said, "Why are you throwing me out? We love each other and we are going to leave the country together, remember?" She responded, "You are fired, so what money are we going to live on or travel with?" Chuka replied, "You told me to give you the money to hold. We've been saving for our travel, so what do you mean by the question you just asked?" Then the girl answered, "Oh, that. No, that money won't be enough now that you're fired. It won't be enough anymore for the both of us." Chuka said, "Okay, go in and give me the account details and all the information concerning the account. Since you are still carrying my child, I'll give you some money to take care of yourself and the baby while I go out and hustle." The girl laughed and said, "Which baby? This baby is not yours, so please leave my house." Chuka was shocked as she pushed him out of her house. Chuka went back to his house, the house he and Ada had stayed in when they started life together. Everywhere was dusty. He cleaned and started staying there. One day, as he was thinking about what to do next, he remembered the farmland they owed. He checked his files for the land papers and was surprised not to find them. Confused, he ransacked all his belongings but didn't find anything. He went to the farmland and was shocked to learn that the land had been sold to someone else in the village. Pained, Chuka went home crying. He went to the shop he had opened for Ada and found it was owned by someone else. Chuka cried out, "Ada, you have finished me." As for Ada, she relocated to another country. Before leaving, she sold the land, the car and shop. With the money she made from the sales, she settled her family and her best friend Uloma. She added the remaining money to what she had saved from what Chief had been giving her as per her condition. She started a new life with her baby. Ada sent all the evidence she had on Chief to the police via email. The police arrested Chief. It turned out Chief had left the city to hide in the village, and police hadn't apprehended him in the city because they had no evidence. But Ada gave them all the evidence they needed. Chuka sold all the remaining jewels he had and expensive clothes and the house, plus the little money he had in his account. He relocated to another state to start over. Thank you for watching. Please